Hi, it's Christina again. And last week I talked about 5 different ways of learning piano pieces or songs. At the end of it, I said I was going to introduce you to some rote pieces. So that's what this video is about. I want to find some great pieces for you. I want to introduce you to some places where you can get this great music for beginner-ish students. All the way to intermediate students. And this is where the teachers buy our music. These marketplaces are usually run by piano teachers, selling their own methods or pieces that they have composed. And I like to purchase from them because they have a real pedagogically sound approach. What do I mean by that? That means that they write pieces with the ability of the student in mind. I feel that when a piano teacher composes a piece with the student in mind, they try to keep it at that pocket where student can achieve success while learning something that's pedagogically sound. I hope that makes sense. The first company I'm going to introduce you to is Piano Safari. And the book I'm going to be using is the Piano Safari Pattern Pieces Level 2. And I'm going to just introduce a few of these pieces. One is called Shadows at Dusk. And I'm going to play a little bit of it. So this is a rote piece, which means that you're not ready to read all this, okay? But if you can get the help from a teacher, you can learn this piece within first, second month of starting your piano lessons. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of help. The right hand only uses 3 notes. That's C, D, and E flat, okay? And it repeats this pattern, C, E flat, D, E flat, multiple times. Like the first phrase is, and the rest of the piece is just a variation of that. I mean, that's it. That's why you're able to play this as a beginner. And then the left hand is, notes are these notes, okay? You're playing 2 notes at the same time, okay? Like this one is low C and G. And you play together. We call this a fifth. It's called a harmonic fifth because you're playing those 2 notes together. If you're playing one at a time, that would be called melodic fifth. So this is a harmonic fifth, okay? And this is basically the first and the last note of your 5-finger scales. I mean, this is why I say you have to know this without a doubt, okay? So all you need to do for learning something like this is to figure out the lower note, okay? Which is C. And usually I would put it right up here because that's what you would see in a lead sheet. This is a C chord. It's a C minor chord, but you don't have to worry about it. Just know the lower note and you play the fifth, okay? And then the next one, the lower note is A flat. So I would put A flat here. This is, I'm writing with pencil, so I don't think you can see it very well. And again, you make a fifth with your left hand. Lower note, pinky on A flat, and then if you think about your 5-finger scales, this is your fifth above, okay? So you would play that with the right hand. You know, you learn it 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2. put it together. Another one in the same book is rainbow colors. Okay. Rainbow colors is just the pattern of fifths. Again, this is why I keep saying you have to learn the 5-finger scales. And I'm going to put the link below so you can get the resource, that the PDF download you can use to learn the 5-finger scales. So it's that's the pattern. Left hand 5 1, right hand 1 5. And then I'm just playing the highest note, which is the same note as the very first note, except it's crossover. We call this crossover when the hand goes crossover. So 5 1 1 5, crossover to the same note as the first note, and you climb down the ladder in the same way. The next one is A. Okay, so that's another great piece for beginner-ish students. And then another one that I'm going to introduce you from this book is Chinese lanterns. This is one of the pieces that I teach my beginner students. It only uses black keys. It sounds like this. There is, in fact, a video that is published by Piano Safari, so I'm going to get that for you. I'm just going to make a PDF file of what I'm talking about. You feel free to just look up. You don't need to look at the PDF, but I'm just going to make a PDF file so that if you just want it, like, be able to download and see the pieces that I've talked about today, as well as the book and the website where you can get it, and some of the tutorial videos, I will make that available for you. Another great place to buy piano music is pianopronto.com. Okay? When I discovered their music, it changed my teaching because I had a vision of how I want my students to engage and learn the piano, but I didn't have all the resources. And it's when I found her music, and again, it's the pedagogically like sound and with the specific approach that I could do what I started doing with my students, which is like they come to my studio and within a short time they're playing pieces and moving around the piano. So one of the first pieces, and I love this, Spotlight Solos, is Someday. The right hand, a little bit like Shadows at Dusk, has just few notes to start with. I mean, this is just C, D, E. Then we go to B, and then C. That's the very first line. And all these pieces repeat quite a bit. Left hand, again, it's the fifth. Okay, so it's the magic thing that you have to learn. But I don't want you to just learn the fifth. I want you to learn all 5 notes of the 5-finger scale. Okay, because that's just gonna, I mean, it's just better. Okay, you might feel like, oh, I just have to learn the fifth. If you do that, you're gonna have to go back and do it again. So I want you to learn the 5-finger scales. And if you do that, you can just look at the lower part, okay? The lower note of the fifth of the left hand and write it down. First is C. Second is A. It is A minor, but don't worry about it. A, and then you can put F. And the next is G and G. So you're working on the fifth with the left hand, harmonic fifth again, A twice, and then you do F, and then G, G. When I put it all together, it sounds like this. That's the beginning of Someday. So that's 4 pieces that I introduced you to today. And I'm probably gonna make another video introducing other websites run by piano teachers. I don't get anything out of it, and I don't even know them personally. I'm just sharing with you because I've spent a lot of time developing my resources, and I know that these resources work for a lot of people to get the enjoyment of playing the piano sooner rather than later. That's it for today. But next week, I'm going to publish a video of my own rote piece called Ludo's Lullaby. And what I will do is I will provide everything you need and the tutorial to learn it. I can do that because, I have the copyright. I'm gonna end this video with the demo of Ludo's Lullaby, so that you can come back next week and you can be excited about learning this piece. And this will be totally doable even if you're a complete beginner. My course, Simple and Beautiful Piano for Adult Beginners, is available for enrollment, so please check it out as well.